Trap more gang. We are back again with another second channel video where I'm reacting to my work on Jacksonville's deadly gang war. And I just want to give a big shout out to you guys for all of the support that you've been showing for the last couple of episodes of this reaction series. It's kind of lit, and I'm actually really glad and relieved that you guys are enjoying it, that you're messing with it, and you're finding it interesting. And I feel like this one is probably going to be a lot more bleak than the other ones we've done so far, because today we're going to be getting further into the kind of more death, sad, murder situations that arised in this Jacksonville gang beef. It might be a little more gritty, but we're gonna hold each other's hands, we're gonna get through it, and hopefully I'm gonna give you guys some interesting insights into how this piece of work came together. And while we're there, also, the last couple of vids that I recorded on this were done back when this video had about 500,000 views, and as of today, we're on a whopping 1.275! I mean, you guys are all graduating with a straight up PhD thesis in Jacksonville drillology at this rate, so shout out to every 1.75237 million billion of you guys that are messing with this content. When he was asked why rappers in Jacksonville beef, Foolio said that there were 3 reasons.
Respect, nigga, it be a respect thing, then it be a nigga neighborhood where you from. And then it be niggas dead homeboys.
See, this was interesting. I was actually originally, when I was first doing this video, I was gonna make like a bigger deal out of this. In the end, it didn't actually end up being that useful, if I'm honest with you guys. I feel like this is a really important thing because for Foolio to break this down so simply for you, it kind of really helps you understand just like how kind of simple, but at the same time, like how sad the situation is in this beef. I feel like the first 2 in some ways are kind of minor, like disrespecting each other in a more simple way and beefing over turf. It's kind of a shame to see young guys 16, 17, 18 years old dying over territory. Then when it gets to number 3, that's the thing that gets a little bit more unforgivable. I mean, disrespecting dead friends is nothing new. Disrespecting dead people in Chicago, in Chirac, people be talking about smoking on Tuka for years now, and just makes you realize just how irreparable the damage is. Once you start dissing dead people, insulting dead people, you go past the point of no return, just as an outsider. I just really hope that the disrespect of the dead can kind of calm down in hip-hop as we go forward. But hell, a lot of people are looking at disrespecting the dead as a lick now, so who knows, man.
Weirdly, apparently Foolio was even cool with some of the ATK members back in the day, with Foolio having said numerous times that some of the ATK members, like Whopper with a Chopper, having appeared in one of his early music videos.
Whopper and all them type niggas, they used to be in my videos type shit.
I cut this out here, but so many times Foolio has said this same thing in interviews, but he says, you know, they were in my videos shaking their ass. Like, so disrespectful, man. Whopper doesn't look happy to be there, so for the fact that Foolio has gone in loads of interviews saying that he was in the background shaking his ass is just so disrespectful. And I didn't put that in this video. I'm gonna say it here, because hell, Foolio said it everywhere, and this is B content. It's greasy. It's greasy talk, Foolio.
Apparently Kodak was on the road playing a show in Jacksonville when members from both sides found themselves in attendance. First Coast News published an article about the Aiden McClendon case, which suggested that it was actually a turned-down handshake at this Kodak Black show, which led to a fist fight, which led to tit-for-tat shootings, ultimately culminating in the Aiden McClendon case.
Now, this is a detail that a lot of people have picked out as being just super crazy, and I would like to think that to a certain degree, some of this newspaper article that explained how this beef started is maybe missing some of the more nuanced details of what happened before this concert. The fact that there was a Kodak Black concert and people from both 2 groups were in attendance, and a goddamn handshake, a refused handshake, is the reason that this beef would have at least even gone to the next level, let alone popped off to begin with, is absolutely crazy.
The man who died was actually shot right on the front porch of the 2-story house you see just down the street with the rusted roof.
And for the record, it's been referenced in both songs and YouTube documentaries that somehow a bicycle was involved in the Suge killing.
I know Foolio has mentioned it, shoot you off your bike like Suge when I see you. Duval Movie Real Beef TV YouTube channel has made a reference to Suge being shot off his bike and that being Suge's bike. I probably have taken a certain leap of faith by including this picture from the Duval Movie channel, but I personally believe they're a pretty trusted source. All I know is that this is a picture supposedly of Suge's bike, and that Foolio does not like to shut up about the fact that Suge apparently got shot off of his bike, so...
18-year-old Zion Brown was the only adult in the home, along with 2 teens, a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old boy.
According to witnesses, Thomas broke out a sliding glass door, walked inside, and began shooting, hitting a 9-year-old and a teenager. They are recovering. 18-year-old Zion Brown died at the hospital.
Your home is where you hide out and you're safe. And the idea that people that are involved in this particular beef smashing through doors and windows of people's family homes with bricks, going in and shooting them dead. That terrifies me, frankly. I mean, I can't think of anything more terrifying. That's like some horror movie shit. Over the course of doing this video, there were just like a couple of details that really stuck with me. The Zion Brown hit, definitely something that just like really haunted me. Man, it's a nasty way of being done. And then on top of that, his younger sisters were both hit in the crossfire. And the idea that this was really like an inciting incident for this beef makes a lot of sense. And tell you what, it gets a whole lot worse from here.
Now, here's where things get a bit crazy, because that shooter had previously been charged as an accomplice in a robbery case with youngin Ace as his co-defendant. For the record, there is absolutely no public evidence that Ace was involved in that hit. However, the news did say that they believe that Trey Shorty was not alone when he entered Zion Brown's home.
Investigators believe Thomas was not alone when he shot Brown and 2 children.
That's a scary detail, right? Because as I say in the video, there's no proof that Young and Ace had anything to do with this situation. But man, I mean, just imagine being an accomplice to that situation. Who knows whether it's somebody that was literally there in the house shooting? Who knows if it was just somebody waiting outside, getaway style, lookout style? But it is pretty terrifying to think that maybe that person who was there that day is still out there. Maybe they're still alive. Who knows?
Trey Shorty was later found guilty of the murder of Zion Brown and sentenced to life in prison, where he remains today, having lost all of his freedom as well as his hair.
That was one joke. That maybe was a little bit in bad taste, and you know what? Because I'm scared of everyone involved in this story, I apologize for that joke.
Oh, sorry.
Now, Zion's sister even ended up dropping a tribute song for her fallen brother, and her involvement in this story is going to get crazy later on, so just remember her and what she had going on.
I just want to say for the record that Zion Brown's sister is a straight up soldier. She got shot up, they killed her brother, and she was out making diss songs later on. She was also going to testify, and she was also on Facebook saying that it was Trey Shorty that did this. So I gotta say, that is tough stuff. That is tough stuff, and even the young women of Jacksonville are made of harder metal than I would ever be made of.
In a May 2018 interview with My Mixtapes, youngin Ace said that during this period, his house had been shot up with his own mother inside it.
This just be my room right here. Them boys shot my house up. I was right there on the bed, me and my little brother Quan. They shot my mama's house up. They shot this part right here. But then we doubling back though, for real. Come here though.
See, I wasn't 100% sure yet, but I assume when he says we're doubling back for real, he means like, you know, we're shooting back, we're driving back, we're spinning them in return. I don't know, man. I don't know whether I'd be doubling back. I would be double ordering a ticket out of that motherfucking state, because that is horrifying. It really kind of breaks my heart that these young men have to go through this, and their mothers have to go through this. I mean, burying your son is one thing. Getting your house spun and shot up while you're in it and through a beef that your son has got involved in, I don't know what that could do to your mind state, to your family structure. My God, it's a tough situation to be in.
I doubt Ace could have possibly ever imagined just how bad things could have gotten following this incident, because soon Ace would be facing tragedy on a scale I don't think I've ever seen in hip-hop or even crime history before. I'm talking about that terrifying and tragic night when Ace lost 3 of his closest friends right in front of his very eyes.
So the next chapter of the video, we're going to be getting into the dark and deadly killing of 3 of Ace's friends in the same night. I'm going to jump into that in another video separately, but as you can tell, stuff is getting pretty dark at this point. It's getting pretty grisly, it's getting pretty sad, and the next segment of this story is pretty chilling, to say the least. I think the Aiden McClendon case is really bleak anyway. The fact that 22-month-old baby getting killed as part of this beef, tragic that would happen to a child that hasn't even started, doesn't even understand what's going on yet. And then the Zion Brown situation, it just takes it to that next level where it's like, it drives home from the very start of this beef that really, if you're involved in this shit in the streets of Jacksonville, nowhere is safe. Hope that was some interesting background for that for you guys. Hope you're enjoying these breakdowns so far. I'm gonna jump on another one for you guys very, very soon, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching them so far and for supporting the channel. So until next time, peace out guys, and thank you for watching.